It's time for another How Did She Quilt That? I call this one my spinning wheels. I like the effect of the color and the way they're spinning. I quilted it on my domestic home machine, my brother's sewing machine. This one was a little bit tough. I had to think about how I was going to approach the quilting. I decided I didn't want too much around the triangles. So all I did was stitch in the ditch in all of these seams. I also stitched in the ditch around my squares, around this, and around my flying geese. Then came all the white. What was I going to do with those? I'm not sure why I decided it, but I decided that quilting bubbles. I guess I got you good at doing the bubbles and the circles, so I wanted to do them as much as I could. But they fit well into the small areas, so I did them there. And I also did them around my flying geese. I like the way the circles balance the straight lines on the triangles. That's probably my reasoning behind it. I always like using feathers. There's something about feathers in quilting that I just like. They're not my best feathers. It had been a while since I had done them, but they still turned out okay. By the time I finished all the circles and the feathers and the stitch in the ditch, I really wasn't sure what to do on the edges, so I decided just to do straight lines. But I think the effect was good. It borders all the fancier stitching in the middle. See how that worked? So sometimes when I go in to quilt something, I don't know the overall plan. I just know by bits and pieces. That's what happened with this quilt. And if we look at the back, let's have a look. You can see the quilting a little bit better. I turned out to have the perfect fabric for my binding. It was that ombre fabric that I use quite a bit. I just really like it. And it just was perfect. The colors matched my circles exactly. So that's how I quilted my spinning wheels.